You just mentioned Manchester City there. Tell us about the start of your career with Manchester City, then Burton Albion, where you became the first graduate of the club's then revamped youth academy.
Yeah, well, Man City was like credit to my mum and dad really, and I always think with these young lads now, a lot of the work, and it goes down to the parents really for how they take these kids. Like my mum and dad were taking me up to Manchester 3 times a week really, which wasn't the easiest. Was my dad's a butcher and he'd be up at four till four, and then get in the car and we'd drive up to Platt Lane and in Moss Side, and then you do it as parents really, and especially with families now with other things that are going on, it's not easy. So I'll always appreciate that and what my parents did. But yeah, and it got to 15 and they didn't think my size was big enough in a sense, and that was that really. And it's quite crushing for any young lad when that's what you think your dream is, and you think you're going to make it because you're in an academy, whereas that's not always the harsh reality of football really. There's people fall by the wayside, and I was one. And then I just went back to just playing football for the enjoyment in a sense with my mates. And then I got a phone call from, I played in a Sunday Cup final at Vale Park, which was like the local final in Stoke-on-Trent really. And Darren Wassell asked me if I wanted, they were starting an academy sort of scholarship with Burton College at Burton Albion. I'll be honest, I didn't really heard of Burton back then because they weren't in the places where they've been since really. It was, yeah, I'm going to do my college work. I was probably going to go to college anyway or work in my dad's shop. So it was an opportunity. And then it was, okay, let's go for it. And it was leaving Stoke Station 17 minutes past 7, the train was, to Tutbury and Hatton. And Darren Wassell used to pick me up from Tutbury and Hatton Station, 8 o'clock, get to train in an hour before because that was the only train I could get. Train every single day while doing the college work, and it rolled from there after about 12 months, whereas I was forcing my way into the first team then.